5 with the Home Team Friday Countdown. Blake and Zane are standing by, ready to break down 3 of the biggest games on tomorrow night's high school football schedule. It's hard to believe we've reached the midway point of the regular season. All right, tonight's games are, how about this one in the SIAC? Undefeated Jaspers at 1-loss Mater Dei. Undefeated North Posey travels to the Jungle to take on 1-loss Heritage Hills. And up at Jewel Field, it will be Southridge on the road at Gibson Southern. Those are 3 big-time games. All right, let's bring in the guys now. Our own Blake Sandlin and the voice of Bossy Field, Zane Claude-Felter, is with us once again. Guys, as always, great to see you. Of course, the big one in the SIAC, as I mentioned, undefeated Jasper. The last undefeated team in the conference heads to the bowl to take on Mater Dei. Blake, can anybody stop Tony Lewis's team right now?
Well, Randall, if anybody can do it, it is this Mater Dei team. Well, we're going to learn a lot about these 2 teams tomorrow night. Jasper, the only unbeaten team in the SIAC, and Mike Gable's squad will be hungry to put an end to that. Mater Dei couldn't stop Memorial's Ray Brody last week. He ran for 243 yards. Jasper will need to replicate that same game plan tomorrow night. Run the ball early and often against Mater Dei. And with 2 great defenses, it will be a battle of attrition, but Jasper has the personnel to come out on top.
Blake, if Mater Dei wants to avoid 2 consecutive losses and stay in the SIAC hunt, the Wildcats will need a better rushing defense against a talented Jasper front. Last week against Memorial, Mater Dei allowed 340 yards rushing, and the Tigers averaged nearly 8 yards a carry. The Wildcats often struggled to move the chains with only 9 first downs, which limited possession time for talented players up and down the roster. Starting fast will be important, Randall.
Yeah, this one I think will probably be one of the better games of the area tomorrow night. Let's head to the PAC now. Undefeated North Posey heads to the Jungle to take on 1-loss Heritage Hills. Zane, A, are the Vikings for real? And B, can they win in the Jungle?
Well, a front-loaded home schedule for North Posey means the Vikings will play 4 of their final 5 regular season games on the road, and this trip to Lincoln City won't be easy. North Posey hasn't won in the Jungle since 2012, losing 3 straight games there. There's reason for optimism with Harold Bender at quarterback because he has only gotten better as the season has progressed. His passing game will test the Patriots' secondary, and that could be the difference in this big PAC battle.
And Zane, the Patriots will have their hands full this Friday against arguably the toughest test they've faced all year. North Posey is unbeaten at 4-0 and possesses an explosive offense, but Heritage Hills can slow them down on defense. They pitched 2 shutouts already and have held their opponents to less than 7 points per game. The Patriots will need to lean on that running game and control the clock. They look to pull off the upset against Posey tomorrow night.
And by the way, that is our TV game. You can watch it live at 7 tomorrow night right here on the CW7. All right, in Fort Branch, Southridge pays a visit to Jewel Field to take on Gibson Southern. Not quite the marquee game as it has been in recent years, but still a big one. Southridge has been the king of the pocket recently. Blake, will Gibson Southern dethrone the king tomorrow night?
Well, they can if they don't play like they did last week, Randall. The big question for the Titans this week, how will they bounce back? Gibson Southern started the season 3-0, but really got embarrassed last week in a 42-7 loss to South Warren. Now, good news for the Titans. South Warren will likely be the best team they play all season long, but the Titans will have a target on their backs tomorrow. Look for Gibson Southern's defense to step up and slow down a stellar Southridge running game led by Aiden Yoakum. Zane?
Well, the Raiders go from playing Pike Central last week to the mighty Titans tomorrow, and they'll need to be focused defensively in trying to stop Brady Allen. Luckily for Southridge, this is a team that still loves to run the football, so time of possession will be crucial to not only keep Allen off the field, but save the Southridge defense from tiring too much. Levi Newcomb is the perfect Raider quarterback because while the offense is run heavy, he has the arm to burn defenses still trying to sell out for that run. Randall?
Yeah, it should be a good one. Again, we'll have all the highlights tomorrow night at 10:35 on Home Team Friday on ABC 25. Zane, very quickly, where will you be tomorrow night, and where will folks be able to see your coverage on Saturday?
Lincoln City with your crew, obviously covering it for the Journal-Democrat and the Courier and Press tomorrow as well. North Posey, Heritage Hills.
Yeah, that should be a dandy. And again, that is our TV game tomorrow night. You can watch it live at 7 once again right here on the CW7. Guys, as always, thanks for joining me tonight. Great job, and we will see you on the football field. Eyewitness News at 9. We'll be right back.